For decades, studio lights had framed Kelly Ripa's laughter, captured the sparkle in her eyes, and reflected the energy she brought to millions of living rooms every morning. But on this particular day, the lights felt different, softer, almost weighty, as if aware that something deeply personal was about to unfold. There was a pause, a breath slightly too long, before Kelly looked across the desk at Mark Consuelos, not as a co-host or celebrity, but as the man she had loved for nearly 30 years. The audience could sense it, a quiet anticipation that transcended broadcast, a moment of love, reflection, and shared life. A love story beyond the camera. Kelly and Mark's story began far from public scrutiny. They met in 1995 on the set of All My Children, two young actors portraying on-screen lovers, unaware that life was beginning to blur fiction and reality. Their connection was immediate and undeniable, leading to an elopement in Las Vegas the following year. While their on-screen chemistry delighted audiences, it was their shared values, honesty, and friendship that built the foundation of a marriage lasting decades, one rooted in partnership, trust, and mutual respect. Growing together. Through the years, fans watched them navigate fame, raise 3 children, and endure the pressures of public life while maintaining a home filled with laughter and support. Their relationship evolved but remained grounded in humor, affection, and appreciation for each other's strengths. Kelly often teased Mark on air, and Mark openly praised her intelligence and resilience. Their love story wasn't perfect, but it was profoundly real, built on daily choices, shared laughter, and unwavering commitment. The weight of the moment. On that morning, viewers felt something had shifted. Kelly's voice wavered slightly as she introduced the show. Mark instinctively reached for her hand, a gesture full of quiet understanding. There were no scripts, no punchlines, just raw emotion. Kelly, known for her composure, allowed herself to be vulnerable, turning to Mark with a reverence that had nothing to do with cameras or ratings. It was a private conversation made public, a reflection on years of shared love, growth, and life together. Reflections on Love Kelly spoke softly, recalling the early days of their marriage, before applause and expectations, when Mark had stood beside her through moments of uncertainty. She highlighted that their marriage had never been about perfection, but about consistent, conscious choice, choosing each other through laughter, disagreements, late nights, early mornings, and celebrations of everyday life. Watching their children grow, she acknowledged how precious time with loved ones truly is, a theme that resonated universally. A moment of gratitude. Mark's response was equally heartfelt. His voice carried emotion as he expressed gratitude for a life shared, for a partner who had guided, challenged, and supported him, and for a love that shaped both his family and his sense of self. He spoke of Kelly's unwavering presence, her ability to nurture him even during times of personal struggle, demonstrating the quiet strength and mutual care that has defined their marriage. Public response. The raw sincerity of the moment extended beyond the studio. Viewers responded with empathy and reflection, moved by a love story lived openly and honestly. It wasn't spectacle, but recognition. Recognition of enduring love, commitment, and the profound act of choosing each other daily. Their openness reminded everyone that love thrives not only in joy, but through patience, resilience, and shared effort. The human side of fame. Kelly and Mark's story challenges the expectation that public figures maintain polished facades at all times. By allowing themselves to be fully seen, emotional, vulnerable, and real, they offered a lesson in courage and authenticity. Witnessing genuine emotion in a professional setting underscored that the human experience transcends scripts, ratings, and appearances, reminding audiences that being present and compassionate is itself a form of strength. Love in everyday life. Throughout their marriage, Kelly and Mark have exemplified love in ordinary moments, celebrating milestones, sharing quiet evenings, attending their children's achievements, or simply holding hands in support. Love is active, expressed through gestures, attentiveness, and thoughtful decisions that honor both the individual and the partnership. Their story illustrates that enduring affection is cultivated daily, often in ways unseen by the public eye. Parenting and presence. Beyond their marriage, the couple has dedicated themselves to parenting with care, humor, and honesty. Michael, Lola, and Wayne have been raised with stability and attention that balances independence with connection. From playful banter to attending performances, Kelly and Mark emphasize that love manifests in both small and significant gestures, creating a home where children feel nurtured, supported, and valued. The power of vulnerability. The public farewell was not dramatic for effect. It was revolutionary in its honesty. Kelly's willingness to show emotion on live television demonstrated that vulnerability is a strength and that love can coexist with tears. Transitions in life, she showed, do not erase what came before. Love evolves, deepens, and endures, providing a model for those navigating personal and professional change. Shared memories. Kelly reflected on their life together, sharing glimpses of late nights and early mornings, laughter, arguments, and quiet celebrations of their children's growth. These memories were both ordinary and extraordinary, illustrating how love is cultivated through presence, attention, and shared experience, rather than perfection or public recognition. A message beyond farewell. Kelly's words reminded viewers that love does not end when a chapter closes. It adapts and continues in new forms. Her emphasis on continuity and commitment resonated universally, offering a lesson. Relationships thrive when nurtured, honored, and expressed openly. The farewell was less about an ending and more about recognizing the enduring power of love in everyday life. Celebrating partnership. At its heart, their story celebrates partnership. Their marriage reflects empathy, humor, resilience, and mutual respect. Kelly and Mark show how two individuals can grow together while supporting each other's individuality, proving that love is both shared and personal, public and private, joyful and challenging. Emotional legacy beyond television or media coverage, the moment left a lasting impression. It highlighted the beauty of authenticity, the value of emotional expression, and the power of witnessing love that endures life's challenges. The quiet, sincere nature of their farewell amplified its impact, demonstrating that connection and human presence outweigh spectacle and performance. Reflections on time. Kelly emphasized life's preciousness, noting that moments with loved ones are fleeting. She reminded viewers that attentiveness, presence, and appreciation are essential to sustaining meaningful relationships. Their reflections reinforce the idea that love is maintained through mindfulness, effort, and shared experiences, not merely circumstance or convenience. Enduring commitment. Kelly and Mark exemplify that true commitment is about consistency, not perfection. It is about choosing each other daily, celebrating highs, navigating lows, and honoring the shared journey. Their story shows that enduring love grows over time, shaped by intention, care, and mutual understanding. A reminder for everyone. The farewell offered a universal reflection. Love requires attention, patience, and courage. It encourages vulnerability, cherishing time with loved ones, and recognizing that ordinary moments are meaningful when shared with intention. Kelly and Mark's story stands as an example of how honesty, partnership, and affection resonate beyond the immediate family. A lasting impression. The moment will be remembered not for cameras or audience applause, but for the authenticity of the emotions shared. Kelly's voice, breaking as she spoke her truth, and Mark's visible emotion offered a rare glimpse into deep, open love. In a world often dominated by curated perfection, their sincerity proved that the human experience, vulnerable, genuine, and heartfelt, is what truly connects us. Love beyond television. Ultimately, the farewell was more than a broadcast. It was a celebration of a life shared, of choices made for one another, and of enduring affection. Kelly and Mark's story transcends fame and public attention, reminding everyone that love is defined by presence, care, and authenticity. It is a choice and a practice, demonstrated through attention, gestures, and shared life. Choosing each other. Their journey has never been about perfection. It has been about laughter, perseverance, shared responsibility, and the quiet affirmation of choosing each other each day. The farewell was moving not for spectacle, but because it was real, honest, and profoundly human, reflecting the universal truths of love, its endurance, complexity, and transformative power. The power of shared life. Kelly and Mark's story demonstrates the beauty of shared life. Enduring love is cultivated through attention, care, and presence in everyday moments, from parenting to partnership, from public appearances to private gestures. Their relationship continues to inspire, showing that love grows strongest when nurtured through deliberate acts of affection and support. A human legacy. As the studio lights dimmed and the cameras stopped rolling, one truth remained clear. This was not merely a farewell, but a human moment. Love, when nurtured and honored, does not fade. It grows, deepens, and leaves a lasting impact on all who witness it. Kelly and Mark's journey, filled with humor, vulnerability, and enduring affection, stands as a model of authentic love, inspiring anyone who witnesses the power of presence, partnership, and shared life.